Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
Good, good, good.
Oh,
I got in late last night, but I'm really excited about the session today.
yeah, it's gonna be good. It's much needed.
Yes, that is for sure.
Uh-huh.
How was your night last night?
Uh, Quiet. I don't remember anything special. I'm doing my visit card. I did my French website, so I'm doing my visit card,
Yeah.
and so it's like I'm all focused in on it. And today, I sent it to a few friends. I'm like, okay, can I have your feedback because I don't know, I don't know anymore. And I had some feedback, and yes, I still need to decide a few things. I'm not sure, but I will see. I'm hoping to do that tomorrow. Send it to impression to get it real.
Very good, very good. That's great. So, do you think that we should have this recording when we start?
No, I think it's good if if we have the recording like when people are here.
Yes. Okay. I just wanted to ask you because sometimes we miss things at the beginning, and let me just
Like people sharing, you mean?
on. Okay. So again, I just want to welcome everyone for this co-facilitation with the lovely Elsa for Global Intention Meditation, which is intended to heal, help to heal from the personal to the global with specific intentions each month at the new moon. It typically is created on the last Thursday of every month, and we will let everyone know what the specific date is at the end of this session. The session is set for an hour and a half of time, and the first 30 minutes is for check in. And that means give us an idea of what has happened since the last time we met, or if you're new, what has happened in the last month for you coming into this new month. And I will also share what the last intention was so that you can reflect on that. Then the second 30 minutes is for an intentional prayer and 369 meditation with our monthly intention. Then 30 minutes of shares and closing words or phrases for this day. So, welcome, welcome. And let's see. Who would like to start for our check in today?
Well, it looks like Fabricia wants to go, but I'm going to beat her to the punch.
Very good, Joy. I'm sorry, it's really hard for me to see what was going on.
Oh,
Okay.
I just saw Fabricia grinning, and she could have been grinning because nobody wanted to go yet. Um, so I am just happy to be here with you all. I'm so grateful that you are doing global intention meditations on behalf and through Global Heart Healing, which is my baby. Thank you all for being here. And as far as I don't know how that happened. Literally, something fell. Oh, my magnets. How funny is that? Let me get my video back on. My magnets fell and knocked my video off. Um, so for me, a thousand million. When you said what does everybody have going? How many things or something? To me, the word 1,000,000,000 came in. And it's been really very intense, but really good. So I did a massive treasure hunt for my family, and it was a lot of work, but a lot of fun. And so then, because I was doing it, so we grew up on a ranch, so it's a tradition we've had for a long time. I've done them for years and years. But I got a little even more creative this time, and I also shared it with all of the members of the family who couldn't be there. And then because I had already created all that, I also made one for my dear friend Core in Hawaii and her family. It's such a beautiful thing. She is in stage 4 cancer, but we're winning. And she is also living with her first husband and his wife and their 2 kids. And her second husband has the little girl sometimes. So it's just, and they all just got to move to a place called the Villas, which has 3 little homes on it. And it was just such a beautiful thing. And she actually was able to do energy healing to help them get to that house. So to those houses, to that to win that real estate investment against some bigger bidders. So I felt like that would be a really beautiful celebration. And then there's so much going on with global heart healing, and there's so much going on with personal energy healing, and there's so much going on in our world that holy moly, a million thousand things. So yeah, and I'm grateful, and I'm grateful to be here. And I'm not going to say that I have handled it all without any stress, but I'm pretty happy. I'm moving through it in mostly flow and ease, and I'm grateful to be here.
Thank you so much, Joy. And with that, it's perfect entrance into what our intention was last month, which you were a part of. The intention last month was that we allow the planetary energy shift to shed the old courageously and anchor a new identity in pure, grounded love and heart guidance. So it sounds like you've begun that journey for sure. All right, who's next?
Okay, I go.
Yay.
Hi, everybody.
Frisia.
And well, I could see and feel many synchronic events, and a lot of centering myself better and more. And yeah, many changes are going on. So
Yes, yes, yes.
it's great and intense.
Very, very true. Thank you. All
Thank you.
right, who would like to go next?
I can go next. Colleen, San Francisco Bay Area. Just to echo Fabrizia, yeah, there's a lot going on for me. And I wasn't even here with you last month, I don't think, but that's exactly what I've been doing, is shedding the old courageously and anchoring. I'm not sure how well I'm anchoring, but I'm ready to anchor into the new. I'm very much in that place, and so many levels I would have never expected. So it's really a gift to be part of this specific intention.
Beautiful. All right. Who's next? Thank you so much, Colleen.
I can go next.
Go ahead, Trevor.
So this weekend, I completed an entire year of posting an original video on YouTube every day. So on Monday, I took a day off. But yeah, so I'm kind of in that transition and moving forward to whatever's next. And I'm not sure what that is yet, but I want to go travel. That's what's in my heart. I want to go and be outside and go and have an adventure. So that's probably what I'm moving into, is just kind of getting ready and do some planning for that. And yeah, so that's where I am, getting ready to the old and starting something new.
Beautiful, and congratulations. Wow. What a commitment. That is incredible.
It was so much fun. It just like at times it was some pressure. The last week, I actually produced probably about 2.5 hours of videos. And so it was like I was just really, really, really busy, and then it was over.
Beautiful. All right, thank you. Who's next? Let's hear from some of the new people that I haven't met yet, although Elsa probably knows. How about Diane? I've seen you before and welcome you to speak about if you wish to. If you don't, that's fine too.
I missed the announcements and I fell in, so I don't know what's what to say. But I was just thinking, why is it that we have always sign up, subscribe, and that kind of stuff? And I think, bye, I go do something else. And then Joy sent the Zoom link, so I was thinking, oh, this the Zoom link is here, so I go in, because I find it really annoying that you have to sign in every time for every new kind of thing. So that was an alignment. I just kind of awareness from, oh, I was sending that, and Joy picked it up and sent the link in the group.
Well, and the link was actually in the one before it, but you maybe didn't notice it because there was also registration. And that's for new people so that we can get their email and send them the reminders. But thanks. Yeah.
Hey, you thanks.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. I'm really glad that happened and you were able to step into today. So we're happy that you're here, Diane.
If it's okay, I will also just mention that Deanna is one of our most faithful, comes to Global Heart Healing, Master Heart, this probably ACIM next month. And she lives in the Netherlands.
Ah, very good. Do you want to say one thing about what it was like to be in the Netherlands?
Rainy today. No, no, it's I don't. Yeah, it's a land full of different people. Some villages less, and some cities are big, but yeah.
I had the gift of and pleasure of being there once in my life and truly appreciated it. This is so intimate and lovely to meet people there and welcoming people. So, okay, so thank you so much. And Eloy, is that how you say your name?
Voy a traducir, Eloy, si quieres.
Estoy aquí listo.
Ok. ¿Te quieres presentar al grupo?
Sí, mi nombre es Eloy Lara Alquicira. Eh, no hablo inglés. Estoy en el grupo de Elsa de la Ciudad de México. Ya estamos juntos desde hace como 4 años, si mal no recuerdo.
Ok, voy a traducir. So, my name is Eloy Lara Alquicira. Oh, I forget. He's Mexican. So I have a Power of Intention group in Spanish since 2020. So he's one of the first person who joined. So we do intention together in Spanish almost weekly since 5 years.
Beautiful.
¿Algo más?
Can you
Y estoy muy agradecido de estar aquí.
And he's very pleased to be here with us tonight.
very good. I don't speak Spanish, but I can understand a little of it because I studied French. So if you can say welcome, a big, huge welcome.
Sí, eres muy bienvenido, Eloy. Muchas
gracias.
por estar aquí con nosotros.
Okay. And Elvita, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, it's Alvita. Thank you. I'm just happy to be here to intend for our well-being. So I also form part of the meditation group with Elsa. So I'm very happy to be here.
Very good. Thank you so much. So today, kind of along the lines of what some of you have already talked about, is there's an intensity going on, a really intense time. And Elsa and I, when we spoke, we kind of alluded to this notion of being in a chrysalis, the cocoon of the caterpillar, wondering, what the heck is going on here? And do I really want to live a vital life? Or am I faced with all this fear that's cocooning me, that's keeping me from moving forward and creating that new identity that is unknown? We don't know what we are going to become as the caterpillar in that chrysalis. The cells do not know what they're going to become. But if they knew, they probably wouldn't have any problem saying, yes, I want to live a vital life. Yes, I want to continue in this process. So this month's new moon is moving into Taurus. And in this time of great upheaval, if we could just imagine that rather than to see this as a constant struggle, which I know a lot of people feel overwhelmed by this because fear is dominating our media. There's all sorts of fearful expressions that are being put out there, that there are things that we don't have control over. There is leadership in every single country that is acting supposedly on our behalf. It doesn't always work that way. But our own expression of who we are can have a beautiful impact, not only on ourselves, but on all those around us. And it doesn't have to be big and splashy. But if we give up, if we feel so discouraged that we just throw in the towel, we have no idea what opportunities we are missing in how we can heal ourselves and help to heal those around us. So this is kind of the focus for today, for our session today. And for me, what the new moon represents in Taurus is this notion of kind of grounding and stabilizing and finding joy in mundane things, as well as becoming immersed in the beauty around us and being fully present in the moment, and to take it in with all of our senses, including our intuition and our kind of attachment to time and how time is experienced, so that we could go beyond time and rushing and just being present in the moment. And the last piece for me is this notion of spring. We're moving into spring. What does that mean? New beginnings, the possibility of the earth being ready to spread seeds. It's in this hemisphere. But also the whole notion of moving into Taurus is also about these new beginnings and grounding into a way of being that is not always in this discouraged mode. One other thing I want to share. We truly have the opportunity to embrace a new identity. And this is kind of the whole notion of the chrysalis, to truly believe that our lives are valuable. They're valuable. And they contribute to the whole of creation itself. And when we could really feel and sense that, every piece of the puzzle of the whole is important. You know, when you do a puzzle and there's a piece missing, you say it's not complete. Well, I believe that that's each of us are beautiful, valuable seeds on this planet to bring our creation into existence. And we are doing it right here and now. So, Elsa, your exposure and experience to all of the horoscopes and the studies that you've done with chakras and all that you experience in your life, I'd love for you to share your own experience of what this new moon means for us.
Yes, thank you. So, to come back a little bit earlier, so we are really at a major time and space for humanity, with everything shifting. So it's really real. Like the struggle we have, the inner struggle, it's something everybody is living on different aspects of life. And the nodes, the karmic nodes, which are karmic points in astrology, the North Node moved in Pisces at the end of January. And Pisces is really the sign of longing, the connection with the source, and wanted so bad to connect, to come back to this unconditional love. And it can be also very inspiring, very creative, but it can also bring a lot of confusion. And that's why we are in this transit for roughly a year and a half. So we're only at the beginning. And the beginning of the year, from January to April, we had a lot of planet retrogrades, which mean slow processed, things not flowing as we wanted, communication, technology, travel, transportation complication, and everything put on the top of each other. At some point, it can become very uncomfortable. So literally 2025, you can split the energy in two, from January to April, and from now to December, when it's like green light, go launch your business, do what you feel called to do. And this new moon in Taurus is so beautiful for anchoring what we want, share to the world, our gifts, our talent, what has value to us, and share it in beauty. And also, if we want something that will last in the time. So it's going to be still intense because we are in intense transitions, but this this day of the new moon, it can, so we have this opposition between Pluto and Mars active since already sometimes. And Mars is the god of the war, and Pluto is death, transformation, rebirth. And they are facing each other, and they are moving very slowly and coming back and facing again. So the advice would be to ground, embrace the Taurus energy, and not being impulsive in, so acting from a place of consciousness and not reacting, because there will be a challenging situation, but as long as we are grounded, we're safe, I would say. Yeah. And it's also the energy lately, this week, I feel about really taking actions to embody who we are and matching what we do, what we consume, who we are with what we want. Where do we want to bring the humanity, the collective? And literally everything matters. What we spend, what we buy, what we consume, what we think about, what we let entering in our field in a way of, are we watching the news? Who are we letting in also in our house, in our intimate circles? And Taurus might bring this stability and groundedness to say, okay, I learned the lesson from the past months. Today, I'm this person, and what matters to me is this, so I'm going to take the steps and make it happen, to see the change starting from me, what I want to ripple in the world. Example, today I changed my bank because I'm tired of the, I don't know globally, but at least in France, the banks are just using the money to financing horrible projects and so on. So today I said, I stop that. I'm going to go with an ecological bank. I know what to do with my money. And I was thinking, if everybody would do that, that's the end of a shitty system. So yeah, that was my Taurus affirmation today. And yeah.
I love that, Elsa. And it's a perfect example of your own check-in. This is your check-in too, of how you utilize those energies for taking action or expressing yourself. And in a similar way, for me, it was so oppressive in the last 3 months, particularly around communications. And I literally had to hire a lawyer to help me to unwind what has been happening with communications for me. I feel like because of my desire to counterbalance the fear that's going around in the world and to reveal and shine light on truth in the world, I have very, very carefully posted, as Trevor was talking about. I did not do it every day for a year, but every once in a while would post things that would reflect how I wish to see the world shifting. And there was such opposition because I work with people who are in certain leveraged positions of, I'm going to put in quotes, air quotes, power, where suddenly there is this opposition trying to push against me. And rather than to set myself up as a target, what I did was become very conscious of what this was creating. And my intention was not to end up becoming a target, but to facilitate carefully and navigate through subtle changes that occur from deeply reflecting about how we are in the world. So I had to step back and make a different choice and not be overly angry or super frustrated or give up on communication, but to find ways to do it in a different way. And that has been, it's in a really strange way, it's been quite freeing, although it's very challenging for clients and colleagues and friends and even family, because they can't hear from me in the normal ways of communication in our world. They're not receiving my emails. They're not receiving my texts. So I have stepped back and thought, okay, what are ways that I've communicated intuitively, telepathically, that might be received? And it has been amazing. It is like relearning how to communicate when years ago, when we didn't have cell phones, suddenly people hear like, oh, I'm thinking about Joyce. Maybe I'll reach out to her. And I'll receive a call from my client saying, hey, I was thinking about you, and I also would love a session, and it's just this amazing reigniting those subtler ways of communicating with each other that we've forgotten because we've become so reliant on these other communication forms. So that's kind of my check-in, this opening up our minds and beings to new opportunities in ways that might not look like we're used to them looking. So Elsa, I am wondering if you could, I know it's really hard because we've said a lot of words, but can you summarize in Spanish for Elroy a little bit? Oh, you did.
I'm typing, I'm translating, I'm writing already.
Beautiful. Thank you so very much for doing that. Thank you. Okay, so are we ready to do the meditation now? And for those of you who don't know, I use this device called a Therify device, and it was inspired by Nikola Tesla's inventions around helping to heal our bodies and beings. And he was extremely, I would say, spiritual and also grounded. He was a very grounded being on this planet. And he would receive messages about how to help to heal our planet or create inventions that would actually help our planet. And the patents that this device were created from were based upon his technology to align our meridians and the chakras of our being so that we would live the most optimal life in this sacred physical vessel. So when I use this, it helps to stabilize and bring as an anchor into our vessels everything that we're speaking about and our intention moving forward. And in my experience in working with this with many, many people, many clients I work with, it seems to help in extending the time frame of the efficacy of the healing practices that we work on. And I deeply appreciate that. It's a reminder, it's an anchor to our own healing and the intention that we're working with. So our intention today, I'm going to speak it out loud before I do the prayer because I want you to get this. Guide us to harmoniously navigate the chrysalis process to emerge as the embodied new person we wish to become and inspire collective luminous transformation now. And Elsa, if you could speak that in Spanish out loud, and I will put this in the chat so that everyone has it right now.
Voy a tratar de traducir la intención en español. ¿Chrysalis es chrysalis, Eloy? ¿Sabes
Es crisálida, una crisálida, sí.
Crisálida, gracias. Entonces, nuestra intención es que estemos guiados para navegar armónicamente este proceso de crisálida para emerger como la nueva persona encarnada que queremos ser y que inspiremos el colectivo, no, que inspiremos una transformación luminosa colectiva ahora.
Correcto, la tengo.
Gracias.
Okay, so during the meditation, I will speak the intention. We'll have 3 minutes of silence with the Therify on, and I will get out of the picture frame so you could just experience that. And then I'll say 3 minutes is up. I'll do 6 minutes and then 9 minutes, the same thing in silence. And then at the end, we'll share. And what happens during this time often is that we receive information in our own unique ways. It could be symbolically, it could be words, it could be even kind of a story of something that might happen. But no matter how you experience, whether it's in silence and you just experience even a void and energetic quietness, it is all good. There's nothing wrong with how you experience what you experience. And it is an opportunity for you to receive messages around this intention. Great Spirit, Divine Source, all that is, all the master teachers and loving guides, those from the ancestral and angelic realms, thank you for your presence on this day. And with all of us present, thank you for this intention. Guide us to harmoniously navigate the chrysalis process to emerge as the embodied new person we wish to become and inspire collective, luminous transformation now. I will turn on the device and we will begin. 3 minutes begin now.
there's no sound at all.
There is not intended to be sound. Three minutes are complete. If you'd like to spend just a moment writing anything down you might have experienced, you're welcome to. People can come back now so as to reset the meditation. Our intention today is guide us to harmoniously navigate the chrysalis process to emerge as the embodied new person we wish to become and inspire collective, luminous transformation now. 6 minutes begin. now. And I will sit in the center of the couch to make it a little easier. 6 minutes are complete. Take a few minutes to jot a few things down if you need to. Our intention is this: guide us to harmoniously navigate the chrysalis process to emerge as the embodied new person we wish to become and inspire collective, luminous transformation now. Nine minutes begin now. 9 minutes are complete. Take a few moments in your space to jot down anything you might wish to. And this last portion is sharing of what you may have experienced. And I'm just going to grab a few pieces of paper because I love to take notes on this. Hang on a second. Okay. Who would like to go first?
I can start.
You are welcome to start. Thank you.
Thank you. I am just much calmer. I felt like was very easy and more intense compared to the other meditation that we usually do. So I'm very thankful for this opportunity to experience this meditation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your share very much. Go ahead, Eloy.
Gracias. Yo en los tres momentos, bueno, nunca habíamos hecho estos tres momentos en una intención, pero en el primer momento me tomé la libertad de hacer algunas anotaciones.
Sí, dice que, sorry, he says that he never did that before the 3, 6, 9 minutes. So he wrote down a few things.
Y en el primer momento sentí una energía en la cabeza y que circulaba a mis hombros y después del coxis hacia arriba, como si se concentrara en esta parte de la nuca.
So in the 3 minutes, he felt energy on the head and going down to the coccyx and concentrated on the back of the head.
En el segundo momento sentí como una especie, como si me hubieran dado un aletazo así leve, como que me pasaron una ropa, un ala así por la cabeza y empecé a sentir en la energía, en la frente, en esta parte, y se extendía hacia los lados, como si fuera un antifaz, y después, al terminar casi los 6 minutos, sentí como una especie de abrazo en el torso del cuerpo.
So at the beginning of the 6 minutes, he felt as if someone would have like give him a little something on the head or with a clothes or something, and he felt a lot of energy around his eyes, and the third eye, and as if he would be wearing a mask or something on the eyes. And almost at the end of the 6 minutes, he felt a big hug on the chest.
Y en el tercer momento, la sensación que tuve fue como una especie de cono y sentí aquí en la frente, en esta parte, como si fuera un cono pero grueso, como que se absorbía, como si me entrara un aire, una especie de una brisa fresca, y empezó a circular. Y sentí una especie como, y es la primera vez que siento yo algo así, una especie como de bombita como una burbuja de jabón adentro de la garganta y que se reventó. Y en ese momento que se reventó, o sea, me pareció ver como si delante mío hubiera un paisaje con montañas, pero fue así como un flashazo y regresé y siento como ahorita todavía como un poquito el olor de la hierba y la energía aquí es todavía así como circulando, así como una especie de cono, pero me siento con mucha energía, me siento como, no sé, como si quisiera salir a abrazar a la gente que va pasando en la calle, como conmovido.
So during the 9 minutes, he felt as if a little breath was coming in his eyes and entering in his body and transforming into like a soap bubble in his throat, and the bubble kind of exploded, and he received the vision of a landscape with mountains, and at the end now he still has the smell of this fresh grass from the mountain, and he's really moved and deeply touched, and he has a lot of energy, and he want to go out in the street and hug everybody.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Gracias, Eloy.
Gracias.
Okay, who would like to go next? How about Fabrizia?
Here I am. Okay. So I tried to enter in this process of transformation in the chrysalis, and so during the 3 minutes, I was kind of observing the process and seeing that I wasn't the transformation was real, and so the kind of worm I wasn't there anymore, and I had already become this beginning of a butterfly, but compressed. And so I thought, okay, and what should I do? And I felt like, well, first stopping feeding the old parts because they are not there anymore. And then the process was very natural. I didn't have to do anything. Like the thing around was breaking naturally without any effort. Okay, then the 6 minutes. It was immediate. I had to confront like my fears, like, okay, now I'm a beautiful butterfly, so the people would want to catch me, and other people would want to kill me because I'm frail. And so I thought, oh no. But I understood that I had to go again through this other process to see those fears and just say, no, not anymore. I'm not a frail thing. And so I felt strong, and it was strange. Immediately, I was on a path in the countryside, and there were people like bowing, and it was easy to go and walk. And in the 9 minutes, again, I tried to feel what kind of being I was, and I realized that I wasn't a butterfly anymore. I was an eagle, so I could fly very high and see very far away. And then this eagle transformed again in a, I don't know the name of the bird with blue and green feathers, who does like this. And I realized also that this was one of the symbols for Krishna. And immediately I was playing the flute like Krishna. And I was thinking, yes, I am voice and I am music, so I want to manifest this. But how is it to be with this Krishna energy in the world, in the real world? And I felt the energy of abundance, and everything was easy, like the energy of Vishnu coming through me. So that was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. Really, really appreciate that. All right. Who else would like to share? Elbita, would you like to say something? Oh, okay. Trevor, would you like to share?
This is a very different experience for me. Usually I get very energized by your machine. And this time I kind of experienced the opposite. 3 minutes, my mind was just shutting down. 6 minutes, I actually had the desire to lie down. And the 9 minutes, I fully took a nap. So whatever it was, I guess I'm not quite ready to process it yet, but it still came through somehow.
And maybe that's exactly what you need.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. All right. Anyone else? And you don't have to share, just we're open to that sharing. Joy.
So my experience was a combination of Fabricia and Trevor. I was very peaceful in all of this. In the first part, and I also, for me, it is I need to do it in present or almost past tense to do the really feeling, to create that cloak of belief. And so I kind of took the words and made them. It's asking me if I'm wanting to speak Spanish. How cute is that? I can. Sí, pero no aquí, no ahorita. Okay, so I did transform for me into current, almost past tense. So I am grateful to be harmoniously navigating the chrysalis process and emerging as the embodied being I am, becoming more and more inspiring to our collective and luminous transformation now. Which just was easier for me. I don't know, for my head, I work better that way, especially in intention, as it has already happened. Put on the feeling. And so I was so peaceful. But in the first one, I was really kind of looking at the last month or the last couple weeks really, and the intensity of it, and asked what was there that was maybe blocking my chrysalis process. How was I not showing up? What did I need to release that was preventing me from embodying this? And in the 3, it was taken for granted. And that one was definitely mine. In the 6, I didn't have something to release, so I asked if there was something for, and I felt like the taken for granted was not only mine, but certainly represents the global heart. And then in the next one, the 6, I didn't have something, but the global heart said to please release worthless. And in the 9-minute, I fully fell asleep. Totally peaceful, just completely peaceful. And when I woke up, I said, that was beautiful. Was there something that we should release? And I got stubbornness. So that's my little share there in the chat. And I have written to both you and Elsa in the chat, as well as Colleen wrote to all of us.
Beautiful.
You get time to read it later.
Yes, I will. Okay. Maybe Elsa could. Okay, that's great. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
not aloud. I meant on your own later.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Anyone else?
You wrote in the chat, Joy? Sorry, I'm translating. I didn't follow what you said.
Right. I thanked you because it is so beautiful to have you providing simultaneous translation in Spanish for this event. You know how important that is to me. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that Eloy is here with us, as well as Albita. And we invite you to our other Spanish-speaking events as well. And Joyce, I just told you that we are so, okay, here we go. You guys, I love this group so much, and I'm so grateful. And that Joyce and Elsa are doing this, and that Joyce brings the Therify device. I can't tell you guys how special that is. It's an extraordinarily expensive device. And that she shares it with us is just such a beautiful thing. And I'm saying,
Okay, I'm gonna translate. So she's very grateful that we are all here together and that you come. Ah, entonces, está muy agradecida de que vinieron hoy a compartir esta meditación. Para ella es la creadora de una plataforma que se llama Global Heart Healing, en la cual hacemos eventos en español, en inglés. Están muy bienvenidos e invitados a los eventos en español. Eh, Creo próximo mes se abre un grupo de un curso de milagros. Ella hace también una meditación en español al mes para sanar el corazón de la humanidad, liberando emociones y así. Y está muy agradecida de que estamos sosteniendo este espacio y además con el Terafy, que es una máquina súper carísima y que podamos tener estos espacios sintiendo y compartiendo todo y así, básicamente.
Pues muchas gracias a Dios. Yo estoy muy agradecido también. Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much. She's very grateful.
And I want to add, and I would love for this to be translated, is that just as in this life, I relate to all of you, and you relate to all of me, and we relate as a group, I too feel the beautiful presence of Nikola Tesla, so that the past and the future become now. And what we become is experienced now, and it's a relational space. So to me it's not the device in and of itself, it's this relational space with the healing, loving, deeply loving connection Tesla had with the all that is. And that's what we're working with.
Eloy disappeared, so I will message him after.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Would anyone else like to share their experience? And we have about 5 minutes left. Anyone?
I can share.
Go ahead, Elsa.
To me, it was very much physical. So I felt a lot of energy moving in my body. And in the 3 minutes, it was a lot around the heart sensation and a sensation of peace, of joy, like this inner joy and being stabilized in my physical body. And in the 6 minutes, I really felt like being part of everything, as if not only the interconnectedness, but literally that the physical body is not a separation between me and the rest of the world, and that there is this divine protection and expansion in me, with me all the time. And in the 9 minutes, I felt so my feeling was like being a bit tight, as if I was in the chrysalis, but at the same time, it was a sensation of being really held and hugged with everything. And then I heard someone talking to me in French saying that there is no need to put too much pressure on myself or effort, and just embodying who I am, I can inspire just by being, because my frequency, my energy, my eyes, and what I reflect to the others is making a ripple effect and is changing the collective frequency already. So that was a very joyful experience and peace, bringing peace of mind for what is coming next. Thank you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. So, Diana, is that how you say your name? That beautiful name.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Would you like to share?
It's a combination of more of people, like the feelings of Elsa, the pulsing. It's also last week with Global Heart Healing, we released fear, and I get some thoughts about fear and the fear around me, and that I'm getting annoyed about people who have fear and not want to look at that. So that's something I have to work on. But yeah, lots of fear in by people, and they just, yeah, it is what it is, so it is. But yes, if you feed the fear, it will still be fear.
Yes.
So yes, that the meditation on very peaceful.
Yes. That's great. Oh, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And I will share mine because it's like a compendium of all of you. It's so interesting how that happens for me sometimes. In the 3 minutes, we were all gathered together in a cocoon, and we were noticing changes in each other. We were, with permission, helping each other to remove elements that were holding us back. Some had cords that were wrapped around their bodies. And when we helped them untie them, the people began to move and then dance. It was so beautiful to watch. And then others had handkerchiefs around their mouths. And when they were removed, they could speak lovingly of their own truth. 6 minutes. We began to become conscious of how the chrysalis had served to protect us, and now it has reached a choice point. if we wish to stay. For some people, it is their time to leave their sacred vessels and pass from this earth. But for others, the chrysalis must be removed so that we can emerge with the newness of ourselves, taking what we love from our core and adding new ways of being. And then 9 minutes. Some people in the world were guided to depart. It was their time, and many of us started to unwind the chrysalis in this playful way, like we saw a thread and we were running around the chrysalis and gathering the silk. It was so incredible. And we began to wind it in a way to be used creatively for other things. Like some created the symbol of the infinity sign with the silken threads, while others made musical instruments. And for Fabrizia, I didn't even know you were musical, but you were the one doing that. You were creating musical instruments with the threads, and others used it as a surface. And this was you, Trevor, as something to write on your book. And it just went on and on with all of these beautiful, unique expressions from each of you. And as we unwound it, we began to see the new beginnings, we began to notice the new beings we were becoming. We were multicolored and multidimensional, and we began to celebrate each other's transformation, our new gifts, and we shouted out loud simultaneously, "I want to live a vital, loving life. I consciously choose a luminous life." And that was it. Yeah, it was so beautiful. So,
real quick, can I just tell everyone to notice right behind Trevor the luminous threads that have been gathered and woven into a harp by Fabricia? Right behind Trevor.
oh, wow. That is really true. Oh my goodness. Joy, thank you for noticing that. That is incredible. Oh, that's beautiful. Very true. All right, so one word, one phrase, we'll popcorn around, and then we will see you on May 29th. That'll be our next meeting at the same time, as they used to say on TV. Same time, same station. So one word, one phrase. Elsie, you want to go first?
I'm excited.
Beautiful. Who else?
Abundance and cooperation.
Beautiful.
I stay with the word peaceful.
Okay. And Trevor, you were going to go?
I said peace as well.
Oh, interesting. Very good. And Deanna?
Transformation and peaceful.
Beautiful. For me, exuberant becoming.
For me, overwhelming gratitude of peaceful transformation.
Beautiful. So blessings to all of you. Elsa, thank you so much for the collaborative connections beforehand to make this possible. Very much appreciate it.
Thank you so much, everyone, for coming, and also for the one who wants to join but are never available. We're all interconnected, so
Yes.
yeah. It's an open space. So if you want to come and invite your people also.
That's beautiful. Yes. And it's very rare for the intentional meditations I have done over the years since 2020. It's usually a closed group of very small numbers. So this is a unique experience of being able to let people in, month to month and experiencing it in the moment.
Yeah, and I feel it's already the third, I think.
Yes,
That
this is
we
the
do.
third one. Mm-hmm.
It's
And I
the
feel
fourth one because you did a pre one. You did two in February.
beginning of
So
February.
this is
But I really feel it's exponential. The effect is exponential. You say that? Like,
Yes,
the more we do it, the better it gets.
yes, yes. Yeah, and it's so wonderful. I really appreciate people being just open to sharing. And I know it takes courage to do that sometime, but it's so appreciated is people benefit from that. They learn from it. And sometimes they share it together, they're experiencing the same thing, like Trevor sleeping and Joy sleeping in the 9 minutes. It's so awesome. And sleeping, our bodies are telling us, ooh, we need to regroup, gain, renourish. It's beautiful. All right. Have a great evening, a great month, and we will see you next month, if not sooner, at the other events with Joy.
Thank you. Thank you.